Uh-oh, this guy's not paying attention. Someone's got a case of the Mondays. Someone wasn't paying attention. I appreciate his ingenuity, but no, that wasn't going to work. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. We are running Mono Black Legends, and I'm trying to go for the goth girl angle, because oh boy do I love me some goth girls. You know I do. So we're going with the big gothy girls right here, including Maha, who's a badass mother, as you may or may not know. Here is the Bad Girls Club in Mono Black. A little bit of everything. You got your gain and drain. You got your discard. You got your big stompies. You got everything in this one. Focusing mostly around getting the legends out. So it's not going to be easy on your wild cards, but it will rip up your opponents pretty good. We are climbing with this in Platinum right now, trying to hit that diamond. So before we get down to this one, guys, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person on Twitch. We've got a bunch of new people following tonight on Twitch. A lot of new people here in the chat. Gorn Diego, Goldstrike CEO, Artemas, Neon Red Gorilla. Thank you all for following. You could be one of those people too if you follow that link right down below. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. All that stuff is going to be right there in the Discord. And of course, this deck and all the other decks that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, go check out the AetherHub. It's right there in the link. So, Bad Girls Club. What are we talking about, guys? Well, removal package. That's always where we got to start first, right? 3 cut downs, 3 bitter triumphs. I'm going to go simple with it. I'm going to go easy with it. We are gaining some life with this deck, so I'm not too worried about the life lost to bitter triumph. The discard is not great. We do have Virtue of Persistence, which does get, so I'm more into the life lost to directly kill a planeswalker or creature. And of course, we got to stop aggro any way that we can. We're going to go with 3 cut downs there. Another great way to stop aggro, especially your explosion red decks, by the way, guys. You get those fling explosion red decks. Virtue of Persistence is one of your best friends right here. Especially Lochthwain Scorn. 1 black and 1 target creature gets -3/-3 until the end of turn. You gain 2 life. Great way to gain some life back and hit the gain and drain effect, and get somebody negatived out so they don't explode. When it says they deal damage equal to the power, if their power is -2, well, guess what? They do nothing. So great there. And of course, in a long, difficult game, 2 black and 5, a 7-drop for Virtue will actually help you reanimate some of the cards that have died. So in a long game, it helps, and in the short game up front, it's a great little removal. Ramp. Greedy Freebooters. We need sacrifice fodder. We need a ramp. This is going to be a great one to get the scry, the treasure, everything we need right there, man. I get made fun for playing it a lot, but honestly, until I get Dark Ritual, Greedy Freeboot is my best way to get mana when I'm playing Mono Black. Please reprint Dark Ritual. I'll be so happy. Scry token, you know the rest. Tiny Bones joins up. We specifically want this one. We want Tiny Bones for the 1-drop discard, because it's 1 black legendary enchantment. When Tiny Bones ends up, discard. Each player discards any number of cards. We're going to choose our opponent, force them, and then when a legendary creature enters any number of target players, mill a card and lose a life. We're going to cause mill, which will maybe make him throw away something useful, and make him lose 1 life every turn if we are steadily putting legends into play here. That adds up. Playing 3 or 4 or 5 legends, you know, that's 5 life over the course of the game, and that's slowly going to ping him out the more and more stuff that we had. Yeah, it's going to be really useful when we do that right there. So, that's why we're going with Tiny Bones. Bandit's Talent, probably the easiest card to swap out. I'm going with Bandit's Talent to kind of as a feint almost. I'm kind of playing into the meta. They're going to say, I think he's playing discard. And then we're going to zig when they think we're going to zag. You know what I mean? 1 black and 1, they have to discard unless they discard a non-land. Makes them make a tough choice, and then we can start 8-racking them right there. We can do 1 black, and if they have 2 or fewer, they lose life. That's a great play against red as well. We can slowly start draining their life. And if we have and for each card who has 1 or fewer cards in hand, we get to draw. That is useful. So Bandit's Talent's useful. I don't know if it's super useful at this point, but it is a useful utility card as far as all the talents go. They're all very good, by the way. Talent's some of the best cards that came out in Bloomburrow. So, it is useful as it goes on. Starscrape Cleric, yes, bats. I love this guy. Until the snake, the evil snake, Veto Snake, comes out in Duskmourn, then there's no better gain and drain on the field right now, because he's a 2/1 bat cleric for 1 black and 1, can't block, and whenever we gain life, each opponent loses. We want to compound that, guys. We want to chip away at him, tick 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 tick, little bits here and there, make it worse each time until they realize, oh, I just bled out all over the ground. With the Offspring ability, if we have the 5-drop right here, we play 1 black and 2, we get his little baby guy. Look at how happy that little bat is. We get 2 of them, so that means if we gain 1 life, they lose 2 life, because we have double the effect with the 1/1 token version of it right here. Valley Rotcaller is another surprise gain and drain right guy here. If we are going in with some bats, lizard, if we're going in some rats, squirrels, and bats, yeah, we can do the gain and drain effect. Again, kind of a sampler pack. We're doing a little bit, and I just want to ping them. I just want to rip them up here and there. So Valley Rockcaller, 2 of them, 1/3 menace. Whenever you attack, each opponent loses X and gain X, where that's the number of squirrels, bats, and rats. We have no lizards, but we do have rats that we're going to generate, and we do have bats, and we do have other bats right here, and other squirrels. Vran, Executioner. Vran, my dude for real, all right? 1 black and 1 Executioner Thane, Vampire Phyrexian, legendary. When 1 or more creatures you control dies, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. This ability triggers once each turn. Very, very useful. Don't forget that this triggers once each turn, meaning that you can potentially trigger it on your own turn. If you play a sacrifice on your own turn or target one of your own creatures, you can play it on your op's turn, and you can play it on your own turn. Each time anybody loses, gain and drain. Great to stack with Starscrape Cleric, because that means they lose 3 life, and we gain that life right there. Very useful, and I'll show you an even better way to tag it up, is with Braids, Arisen Nightmare, our first goth girl of the night. Although I don't know if the Starscrape Cleric is female as well. It's hard to tell with bats, I think. 2 black and 1 3/3 legendary creature Nightmare. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. If you do, that opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a type. For each that doesn't, they lose 2 life and draw a card. So, with that being said, if we have sacrifice fodder, much like Greedy Freebooter, even the extra treasure, even one of our enchantments that we don't want, we can force them to lose life, and we get to draw a card. When we draw cards, guess what? We get Sheldred. When we draw cards off the top, we gain life. Guess what? What happens when we gain life? They lose life. Are you starting to see some of the combo plays here? Starting to see how all the Rube Goldberg machine goes out? We get in, sacrifice something. They can't, they lose 2 life, we gain a life, we gain 2 life, and when we gain life, they lose life again. Boom, 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 boom. You're getting it. You're starting to get it. How do we get a steady stream of sacrifice to go off? I didn't mean for that to be so alliterative, but it came out that way. We're going to go with Lord Skitter, Sewer King. Yeah, another legendary creature. He is a king, though. He's not a queen. 1 black and 2 3/3 Rat Noble. Whenever another rat you control enters, exile up to 1 target card for an opponent's graveyard. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token. This creature cannot block. This will feed a steady diet of 1/1 rat creatures on the board that Braids can sacrifice, which will trigger the Vran gain and drain, which will also trigger the Starscrape, which will also possibly trigger the Sheldred, which will blah 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 blah, the gain and drain, which will trigger the Starscrape. You're seeing it now. You're starting to see all the pieces come together. So the more we have of him, and if we're not even sacrificing, let's say we're build up, we can just build up with rats and bats and go on with Rockcaller and get the gain and drain off that way. That's a good one too. So he's very useful. He also helps us with Reanimator by eating stuff out of the graveyard. If they're trying to play that Atraxa and Lord Skitter hits the board, no you don't. Massacre Girl. Oh my goodness, a woman after my own heart. Literally, I mean, she's literally wants to pull my own heart out of my chest because she's that type of girl. 2 black and 2 4/4 Menace, Human Assassin, legendary creature. Creatures you control have Wither, meaning they do -1/-1 instead of regular damage. This is hugely powerful against mono red, especially the fact that they can't build up power anymore, and they also get -1 out of existence, meaning they don't explode. If you can get her out turn 4 against mono red and keep blockers up, they're just going to lose. They're just going to get ripped out. Then, of course, whenever a creature an opponent control dies, if its toughness was less than 1, draw a card. Extremely useful combo right there. Why do we want things less than 1? Well, we get to draw cards, and whenever we draw cards, Sheldred goes off. And then whenever Sheldred goes off, we trigger Starscrape. You get it. Now, what about this? What about taking Massacre Girl, where everything has Wither, and we die when everything is one toughness or less, then dies, we get to draw cards. Let's put Maha with her, right? Let's put the Midnight Mother. It's Feathers Knight. 2 black and 3, 6/5 flying trample elemental bird. Discard a card. Creatures you control, your opponent controls, have base toughness 1. That means that any creature that dies from our opponent is going to trigger Massacre Girl. We get to draw a card for every single creature that dies, which means that we will gain 2 life for every single creature that dies when we have Sheldred out. Now we're starting to combo play it up. Yeah. Now you're starting to see it. The Wither ability combined with Maha is brutal. That is going to be a fun one. You could throw in a Malicious Eclipse or a or something like that to do the across the board effect, the Choking Miasma or Glistening Deluge. Those are all pretty good for you right there. Malicious Eclipse exiles. You don't want that one. I spoke incorrectly there. Don't do that one. That's going to exile. You want him to die. Glistening Deluge is very good against white and or green. And that one is not bad either. Choking Miasma is not bad either. So now you're seeing some of these combo plays you can pull out with Maha and Massacre Girl. Of course, the lady herself, Miss Sheldred of the Apocalypse. 2 black and 2, 4/5 Death Touch Phyrexian Praetor. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever the opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. I mean, it's the card that all black cards have to be measured against right now. If you put a 4-drop in your deck, it better be as good as Sheldred, because she's just a supreme. It's amazing. Like I said, she synchronizes so much. With the Starscrape Cleric, she adds a gain and drain effect every single turn, and then on the opponent's turn. We're talking about the extra card draw we get from Bandit's Talent. She's great. The extra card draw and gain and drain life loss from Braids, from Massacre Girl. It's all amazing. It's great stuff. Maha, also, I want to point out, her ward is discard, which if you've been discarding cards and having them play out, she's functionally indestructible. So that is very, very cool there. That's a very cool one. If they run out of cards, she just can never be killed unless they board wipe. So that's what it is right there. 24 Swamps. If you want to throw in some other bonus lands, I'm not mad at you. You know, if you want to throw in, a Dross Pits. Yeah, sure, that's a card draw. Mudflat Village, Dross Pits, and Acropolis. Yeah, all right. I'm not mad. You could throw in a Caverns. Yeah, I don't know what you'd choose. It's hard to say any one specific card you would choose, but it could help potentially right there. Let's look at the stats real quick. This is a standard deck, 24. We have everything in this. This is not tribal. The tribe is Legends. We have Assassins to Warlocks. Look at how much stuff we have. 4 instants, 6 instants, 7 enchantments, 24 lands altogether, 2.6 average. Not that bad, especially with the treasure ramp that we're going to have. Also, what's really throwing off the curve to make that look expensive is in fact Virtue Persistence. That's throwing the curve real bad. That makes it look a lot more expensive than it is. If you're never playing Virtue Persistence, your high end is Maha, and this is a Lochthwain Scorn at a 2-drop speed right there. So that's what we're talking about. Glistening Deluge, yeah, you were already writing a comment. Jay, you know what would be really good with Maha and Massacre Girl would be like a Glistening Deluge or a Choking Miasma. Absolutely sideboard it. For my best of 3 guys, if you're playing against white or green, this is going to ruin their life forever, and they're going to quit and be mad. That's not a bad one. Hopeless Nightmare is not a bad one to open with. Fell, in case you want an alternative type of removal, that's a little cheaper. Yeah. So Liliana of the Veil is not a bad one either. If you want to force more discard and get even gothier with it and force sacrifice. More Sheldred's never a bad idea. And Gix's Command, I'm not mad at that 5-drop right there. But Choking Miasma and Glistening Deluge is really going to be a nice combo for this high-end legendary piece right there. So keep that in mind. I know you were already thinking about it, and I know you're already going to tell me about it. 61 cards, that's what we're saying. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. We're fighting our way out of Diamond 3, and out of Plat 3 into Plat 2. Hopefully we can hit Diamond this weekend. That'd be great, and then we'll have plenty of time, a leisurely stroll to get to Mythic here. Let's get into it, boys. Make sure to like the video, and thank you for watching. Here we go. Black card. There's a bunch of cards that just has Lurking Evil inserted into the art somewhere. Hey, what's up, Kevin Ivory? Which is kind of funny. Now you're building a commander deck with a Loro Ageless aesthetic. Oh, pretty cool. Omni. What's he? He's gonna make me discard things too, isn't he? Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey, what's up, Azrael? The Zoomy Informant. Very nice. Discard that. Discard that. Lose a life. Boom. Boom. Get rid of that so you can't ever play that again. Did I play the midweek Magic? No, I really didn't feel like building a Frog Commander deck. I was like, is this worth the time and effort to put into this? To play 3 games against really, really sweaty shit. I was like, no, I don't really want to do this. I am not in the mood. So I didn't do it. If somebody has a Frog Commander deck that they want to show me and I can export it, sure. I just didn't feel like building a fucking 100-card deck for... I got nothing against it. It's just a waste of my time, that's all. It's just good. What? So I can get a card style? I gotta build a whole ass deck? No, I don't want to. Yeah, I've seen the 9-cost demon. He's a big demon. He's the lord of the fucking plane. He should be 9. This guy's gonna force a sacrifice and not realize that he shouldn't have done that. No, I mean, it's a lot. Building a 100-card deck with fucking frogs, like, bro, like, come on. Oof. Sacrifice. Tiny Bones. There you go. Easy pie. Oh my goodness, it's C. Favretto. Bo, 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 bo. It says he wants to collab. What do I do? What do I push a button? Welcome. We're hanging out with the C. Favretto. A born rotten. Yo trabajadoro. Como y manera y esto. Boop, 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 boop. You're pulling my frog leg. I just made a frog deck. I actually like frogs pretty good. Oh, it lets you co-stream. So I guess it lets you co-stream because we follow each other. So it lets you co-stream, and then basically you could just join my stream in with a raid, and we co-stream together, which is interesting. I've seen that pop up a lot. I don't know. They haven't told me about what that is. Yeah, listen, I like frogs. Building a 100-card deck around frogs is not easy, especially one that's going to be competitive against the whatchamacallit sweats, you know? What were you playing tonight, C. Favretto? Yeah, you still need to be. If you raid in and you're live, you can join my stream. It's like a co-stream, or even a golf stream. Yeah. If you raid in, and you would like appear, you would like show up in like a call, like a Discord call, basically. Viewer decks as per usual. I may play a viewer deck tonight. We're gonna wait and see. I'm trying to make mono black work, but the only way to make mono black work is if you figure out how to absolutely nuke. You gotta nuke red. That's the only way. My turn. We'll play discard a card. Maha. Oof. Red can arguably kill you turn 3. So you got to be ready for that. Jay, I got to be honest, I've been a mid-range player legit. I've gotten Mythic with mid-range after this meta made me join the dark side. I'm going to hit Mythic with Azorius. Don't do it. Fight it. There's good in you. I believe that, Azrael. I believe in you. It's so Commander's popular because of the social aspect, I think. There's a lot more shenanigans. There's a lot more just kind of general fun with Commander, because it's like, oh, who's gonna attack who? Oh, we're all being silly. You know, and that's great. That's, you know, that's great stuff. Yeah, the 100 card thing has just never been appealing to me. I like construct. It's part of the reason I don't really like draft. I like to have really tight control over what's in my deck. It's you know, I have nothing against. I have a bunch of Commander decks. I'll play Commander, but like, it has absolutely not replaced. Hey, what's up, MTG Hillbilly? It has absolutely not replaced Standard for me, even a little bit. It just hasn't. I still like Standard a lot. I like Constructed. Four cards Constructed, 4 copy Constructed is just prime for me. I don't know why. I guess that's what I grew up with. You know, I've been playing this game way longer than Commander has existed, I suppose. Put green in it so you say it's Bant. So I can say it's a Bant ramp deck. Boom. Boom. Let's go in. Boom, boom. No, I wouldn't put green in it. I would put whatchamacallit in and call it Esper. I would put black in it and call it Esper. People don't even like when I play Esper decks. You speed ran Diamond with mono black Bloodletter, Archfiend, Ripper, and pull the cheese factor. That's pretty fun. That actually sounds pretty good. Best goal highlights. I might try that. That sounds like a pretty. You just use personal discard and mill to get the to get the cheese to where you're going. To get the cheese on the potato. So regenerate means it actually never actually leaves the board, believe it or not. Regenerate means it's like born again, almost. It's a weird, it's a bit of an odd mechanic. Oof. It's old, so like if something was gonna immediately die, you can pay its regenerate and it just comes back to life. Hey, look, we beat red, as promised. Hey, it's very Vorpal. How you doing? I already said hi. Drift Ronin, what's up, man? So yeah, if a card says you can't be regenerated, you can't activate its regenerate cost. Do you remember Debt Loaner? How old is Commander? Commander, hey, what's up, Mediocre Legend? Welcome to the show. Commander is maybe about 10 years old. It is as far as I would say that it's popular. It really started taking off maybe 10 years ago. It's been around as a casual format, but it has you know, it's been around for a while. EDH, so it originally stands for Elder Dragon Highlander. It was a way to play for people to play their Elder Dragons, which we did a podcast episode about this. It was people to play their Elder Dragons that were very hard and very expensive. They only had one of them. Yeah, it was around. It's been around for a while. I don't know how long that it has officially existed, but its popularity has exploded in the past 5 to 10 years. Yeah, it hasn't been around for that long. I've been playing since 1994, since the winter of 1994. So maybe you want to call it 1995 since it was right on the edge there, but I have been playing this game for a long time. In that regard, even if it came out in 2014, I've been playing for 20 years in a certain way, and so you came in with something new, it's gonna always seem new to me. Planeswalkers seem new to me. That's how long I've been playing this game. Yeah, two-headed giant. So yeah, there you go, Kevin. I've been playing this game longer than you've been alive, you know. So that's gonna happen, you know. It's people like what they like, and I have nothing. Listen, I like Commander, I like new formats, but I'm always gonna have a place in my heart. He's gonna do Starfall Invocation here. Oh no, he did for Ritual Loyalty. Okay. He drew as an extra card, so he loses some life. He's just gonna get out of there. Okay. Salt Mine said no thanks. Banding, yeah, you missed banding. Jeez. Banding's been around since Yugoslavia was still a country, I think. That's an old format. Yeah, the one of everything is a little tricky. It's a little bit more random. It's a little bit more hard to strategize because it's like, what could I really ever do to, you started in 2000, 2001 since high school. Yeah. You just started high school. Oh, Archeron, you got the age on me. Boom. Boom. Flanking. Horsemanship. You guys like horsemanship? Oh, yeah. I've been playing this game for a long time. I have cards with banding in my collection right now. I could show you in a binder. I have a Banalish Hero, a 1/1 banding. Buggyman, subscribe with Prime. Holy shit! I think that's the first time that he's done that. There you go. I own that card right there. So let me tell you about the Black Lotus. I saw a Black Lotus for sale for about $750. An Alpha Black Lotus in my hometown at the card shop. In like maybe 96, 97. And we were all impressed at how expensive Magic cards were. It was very impressive at the time. Mana Burns, Interrupt, Cumulative Upkeep. I love Cumulative Upkeep. First time chatter from Raider. Welcome, Dion Gorilla. I loved Cumulative Upkeep. That was great. I used to put mana chains on people. It was a great way of getting removal for blue. 69 viewers. Nice. Take a screenshot. Malicious Eclipse. I'm going to do this. Maha. I don't need you yet, Maha. You're the Maharaja. Oof. 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 Sheldrissy. Stubby. Draw. When was the first year of MTG printing? 1993. Is he gonna counterspell it? "1993 Magic Alpha came out." Oh, look, it's Atraxa. I wonder if he's gonna cast Res on that. You think he's gonna cast Res on that? Exile that. Put it in a copy in your whatchamacallit. Reenact the crime. You may play this copy without paying its mana cost. Is he gonna kill it? Wobanga. Atraxa is such lazy play. Remember I was talking about lazy play the other day? So lazy. I don't feel like playing against Atraxa. Remember I was talking about Sunfall and lazy play? I remember playing MTG in the mid-90s, mid to late 90s ago. We were so bad. Basically, we played Kitchen Table House Rules. Oh, yeah, man. Listen, I talk about kitchen table magic all the time. Appreciate it. Yeah, the red meta is getting tedious. We'll keep going, though. Oh, my goodness, it's a double Vorpal Knight. We did it, guys. I thought we might get it to a double Vorpal Knight, but we did do it. Unfortunately, it seems that way. It seems that the way forward is deal with meta or die. That is our options right now. Started playing 94. Sometimes you cleared out a judge and your junk was substantial. Yep, that happened to my cousin. That I often talk about. My cousin, his aunt, his mom, my aunt, cleared out probably a bunch of classic dual lands that were probably worth a significant amount. So that sucked. Jay should play more alchemy. Man, the alchemy videos do so bad, dude. I wish I could. Honestly. Resolute reinforcements. I might play another alchemy deck or two. It's a huge investment this close to it's a huge investment this close to the new set. Not only is it a huge investment this close to the new set, it's just never as popular, you know? And I wish it was. I wish it was popular. Gain and drain, very nice. The one that come into play untapped, yeah, those are worth several hundred dollars. They're worth a few thousand. They were in good shape. They're actually worth a few $1,000s, believe it or not. Oof. Oof. Gain and drain. I think this guy just ran out of gas real quick. He had an original, he had an Alpha Shivan Dragon, Beta Shivan Dragon. He had a lot of stuff, man. He had a lot of stuff. And he told me, he's a lawyer now, he's wealthy as all hell. He's like, I don't care, take my old magic cards, I don't give a shit. I went there to visit my family up in, yeah, I have pre-ordered the new set. I went there up to visit my family, and she was like, oh, I only have these cards left. I gave the rest away to Goodwill. And I was like, oof. I will say that the tour decks are the best for all of them. Yikes. Ops goes first. This could be very removal. Ooh. Ooh. Stignox, how you doing, Stignox? Stignox, the green deck was a big hit. I hope you saw it. I hope you saw the green deck. And the green deck grows all around, all around. The green deck grows all around. Quarian Beast Caller, as one does. One does call Beast Quarianly. I got it to work, by the way. It needed less of those bouncy frogs. It needed more of other stuff. Yeah, it's crazy that they do that, Vorpal. They shouldn't be doing that. They should be asking, hey, is this... does anybody want this? Is this useful? The Gold Vein! Let's do this. Let's make him regret. Alright. Yeah, need a little... I worked on it. I'm not going to say I didn't tweak it a little bit. I didn't tweak it and jeek it. But, it did work. Haiku Owl, how you doing? Alright, I don't think that Bandit's talent's worth it in this. Because we're not really doubling down on it. It's expensive. Innkeeper's talent, boom. I'm gonna let you hit me for 2. I don't care about that. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. Submit 1. Submit 1. Enter is triggered. Alright, I don't know what he's trying to resurrect here. We'll get rid of Railway Brawler either way. No attacks. End turn. Plus the cost of the packs. It's so unfortunate that they're overprinting. They're printing quite a bit. This is a very busy season. In past, it has not been this busy. But it has recently started being very busy. Which is, you know, it's hard for people. I get it. I get that it's hard. Oof. Oof. Black rat deck. We'll take the Gold Vein out. Wabango. We'll swing goes the trolley. Drop that. Boom. 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 Should be down to 1 life. And he's out of there. Most Machinist. Hey, that's like my cat's name. Mackie. Yeah, we're really getting flooded with content. I didn't have a Lotus or a Mox, but I had a lot of dual lands. Yeah, I had my cousin had a Taiga. He had an Underground Sea. Yeah, I remember Taiga specifically because I was so little I didn't know what Taiga meant. I thought it meant tiger, like a special kind of tiger, because I was like 8 years old. 9 years old or something. I was like, a taiga? Is that like a snow tiger? Because it had like a snowy mountain on it, like a forest. And then he was like, no, a taiga is like a forested mountain. Thank you, Vorpal. YouTube, I see 25 viewers and 15 likes. That math don't math right there, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. That math ain't math, and this is a little slow. I don't want to do it. That's a little better. It's not great, but it's something. Boom. I prefer to use the coin gems to complete draft. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's true. In the midnight hour, I can feel your power. Ooh, Golgari. Okay. Drop. Damn, Texas Twister, you must have made bank. Oof. What's he gonna drop? I've had success with Boros Tempo using First Strike and Lifelink, least in regular play. Having a chance to try it on ladder deck. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, Lifelink, honestly, life gain right now is very useful. Life gain right now is super powerful because people are trying to put damage on you fast. It doesn't really do against, like, Golgari, but against mono red aggro and against the other types of Boros, they're trying to eat you up quick. Shoving a lot of life in there to build a nice buffer until you get going is actually a decent strategy. It's why bats work, and bats and tokens and stuff works as well as it does right now, I think. Damn, Vorpal. Y'all had some collection out there, man. Y'all were collecting. Collecting, man. That's good. Good for y'all. I hear your voice. It sounds like angels calling. I had no choice. I had no choice. Heaven help me. When you call my name, it's like a little... I got to plat in 3 days and you're new. Good job, Samuel. That's very good. Oh, look, it's the Oblitussi. Very nice. My turn. Let's put down our own Shale Dressing. No attacks. If he's got the fight card, we're in bad shape. If he's got the fight boy, ooh, we're in bad shape. Phyrexian. Boom. Do I want to draw one of those? No, I don't. No, I'll take 5. I don't care. That was a weird move. I would have fought the other guy. I would have fought the Sheldred. Maybe he'll fight the Sheldred now. Yeah, there he goes. Oof. There goes that. Obliterator, Gisa, we're gonna leave. Hey, what's up, Chubbles? Yeah, he had the double. He had the double fight right there, so there's not much I can do about that. Unless I pull the top deck removal, which I have, there's nothing I can do there. Emotes in chat right here, guys. That's why we do that, because nobody floods like a J-Villain floods. Nobody. I go first. I may want to remove bandits. I may, well, we could maybe try something with it. Boom. Randy Marsh. Didn't know he played MTG. He's gonna have to play a removal because he loves it. He loves scrying. Actually, I don't mind a card there. Boom. Boom. Let's do bandits. Boom. He has a very nicely curated hand there that he doesn't want to get rid of. Oh yeah, just bury me under lands. Get a bunch of swamps and just buy like 5,000 bulk swamps and just bury me under the cardboard. It's where I belong. Drift Ronin. Chubbles, how you doing? Marauding Army, what's up? Did I say hello to you? Nitrogen. Nitrogyne. Is it Nitrogyne or Nitrogen? Chubbles, welcome to the show, by the way. I see you're a new follower, new viewer. Welcome. Oof. Oh, yikes. Okay, so he had to do 2. All right. Very good. In the midnight hour. Got to go to bed soon because of work tomorrow. I normally catch your YouTube stuff. Well, thank you, man. I'm glad you like the YouTube stuff. I hope you like. Hope you're subscribed. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Daneth and Kellen plus some choice equipment to tutor. Oh, interesting, Todoin. That's an interesting deck you got there. That's nice. Okay. Soul Tie. Soul Tie land drop? Okay. Coming in tapped. Both. Okay. He's really trying to... Okay, he just didn't have it. Alright, good. Bro, if you dump Simic cards on my casket, I'll punch through that pine box and throttle you. Did I ever play Paper Magic in FWPN tournaments, and if so, what was my best? I have never once in my life played competitive Paper Magic, nor do I ever plan to. I am not a competitive person. I am a brewer. I get bored of playing a deck after 10 games or so, and I'm tired of it already. That is my personal enjoyment. I am not a competitive person by nature. I am a very casual person. I like brewing. Brewing is what's fun to me. The grinding isn't that fun. Well, I don't have ADHD. I just enjoy dicking around. The finding the combos and trying different things together and taking it apart and putting it together. I would call it Lego style. I got a big pile of bricks. I don't want to play with one thing. I want to play with all the Legos and stick them together in a bunch of different ways. Take them apart again. As soon as I'm done making a spaceship, I want to take all the parts of the spaceship apart and put it back together again this way and make this type of thing. And after I'm done with that, I want to put it together this way. That's the idea. So it's more about I'm interested in the way to I watch interactions. The competitive Magic has never much interested me. The other aspects of it have not so much intrigued me. But I have nothing against it. I like competitive Magic. I've watched some. My partner in podcast, Numbskull, on the Black Council podcast, he is a competitive player. He's won an RCQ, and he's trying to get on the Pro Tour right now, believe it or not. So, you know, it's certainly... it's something that I have a lot of respect for. I just couldn't sit there and play a deck 100 times in a competitive environment. I would not thrive that way. It wouldn't work. So it wouldn't work for Jay. So he's probably going to run a wipe here. He wants to run his board wipe. real bad. If he doesn't, he's dead. So he can pull that. If he plays a land and his sweeper, he's good to go. No, there's a Simulacrum boy. Alright. Boom, boom. Gets one. Boom. He gets to synthesize. My claim to fame is taking mono white deck into the cash to everyone's with 3-color deck. I played a competitive draft one time, and I drafted a Jund deck, and it fucking sucked, and I lost. And then I was like, I don't like this. I did that when I was like 12. I did that when I was like 12. I got a sealed tournament, and I went in, and I played it out a little bit, and I got my ass whipped, and I realized that day I don't really like draft, and I don't really like competitive Magic. Now, people have taken my decks to little small tournaments at game stores and stuff like that. I can build a powerful deck. Like, I'm not an idiot. You know, I've played powerful decks and competitive decks with Numbskull on the stream. That you could absolutely make in paper and take to a and on the podcast that you could take to somewhere that is very you know, that will go that way. But I personally just don't much see the enjoyment in it for myself. So. 5th at War of the Spark. What's the best you've done, Marauding Army? Tell me about your experience. That's pretty amazing, Stignox, by the way. That's pretty funny. No attacks. Godslayer. Okay. Godslayer. No blocks. Wabango. Yes. Boom. 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 Ah, okay. So he's trying to pull stuff out of the graveyard. That's gonna mess him up, huh? Oof. Borborygmos enraged. He's gonna take the one. Oof. Drift Ronin. All right, have a good rest of your day, Drift Ronin. I hope your car fixing shop does well. Hey, what's up, Kiefer Rain? I bless the Kiefer Rains down in Africa. I bless the Kiefer Rains. Choose blockers. We're gonna do no blocks. There's no blocks like Roblox. So yeah, there you go. That's what I was looking for. Destroy target enchantment. Very nice. Gnome killer. Boom. Alright, he's going to hit that. It's gonna take a lot to grab me away from you. Oh, I'm sad that my Starscrape got knocked out. I bet he thought it was a really good card that he was getting there. There's nothing more 100 Man could ever do. Do we want to do that? We'll try it. He's probably got a pump, but I'd rather him play the card out. He may have a pump. I don't know. No. What's he going to do? Draw and lose? Boom. We get the gain and drain. We get the card draw. We get the tiny bones. He might force me to discard Honest Rutstein. There he goes. Nils one. That was a... I really actually needed that card. That would have been really good if I got that. Ooh, very nice. Tiny Bones joins up. Boom. Boom. We're going to get rid of you, Sheldon. The Jerk Store called, and they're running out of you. Let's do 3 attacks right there. Boom. Okay. Hard in a blender, watch it spin around till a beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. I would swallow my pride, I would choke on the rinds, but the lack thereof would leave me empty inside. I would swallow my doubt, turn it inside out, find nothing but faith in nothing. All my sorrows of splendor, put it in a blender and watch it spin around till a beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. You gonna play the removal? Uh-oh, this guy's not paying attention. Someone's got a case of the Mondays. Someone wasn't paying attention. I appreciate his ingenuity, but no, that wasn't gonna work. That wasn't gonna work. Yeah, rope. Alright, very nice. Good run, good run. Got any packs to open? No. Put a real damper on red and black because it's going to make it very hard. It's going to make it very, very hard for you to do anything to try to combo out. Yeah, new ley lines. A lot of enchantments. Guys, stock up on your enchantment removal. I can't stress this enough. If you're going to get, there's a lot of enchantments in that set. You're going to be going up against them. Might as well pop them. Oof. I'm going to do this. Slow him down a little bit. Hopefully I can get a mana here. If I can get a mana, I feel like I can adjust. I can reconfigure. 41% chance of a mana. Just like show off. Perfect. If I draw mana, I'm golden. Ah, golden. Golden. Golden, gotta get a slick show off right away. Just slow him down. Just slow the fuck down right here, man. You just need to slow down. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We can't have you going nuts right off the rip before I can get to where I need to go. Perfect. Perfect. Boom. There we go. We're gonna do no attacks right there. Oof. Yeah, enchantments, I'm telling you guys, get your enchantments going, man. They're gonna be a real one. He's going for trample, he loses the life. He's going to keep drawing cards here. He really wants to draw cards. He thinks that that's going to be his way to victory, is to just keep drawing cards. Double strike. I'm not worried. I don't think he can do 19 damage, so I'll eat it. I'll eat it. I don't think blocking's going to do much anyway, so fuck him. Scary. Nice. Bad. Those enduring enchantment creatures look sick. Yeah, they're pretty sick. Is he gonna pump on that? Let's do nothing. Let's fucking hold off. Oof. We're gonna get rid of you. We're gonna get rid of you. Let's have him pump. Let's have him pump as much as... Nope, he didn't want it. Yeah. There was no way he was gonna bust through the wall there. Great. Great stuff. Alright, pushing on Diamond 3 here. Some slow games. But still pretty fun overall. Ended up, what did we end up here? Oh, okay, 66%. I'm pretty happy with that for a mono black off meta, to be honest, guys. That's not bad. Call it the Bad Girls Club. It's tried to be a goth girls deck. It's not all goth girls, but we got some big ladies in there that are really swinging that darkness around. So you know I love it. Black Myth, you know, you can't go bad with your Black Mythics. Your Black Legends. Maha definitely bringing in Valley Rockcaller for the combo on Lord Skitter. And of course Starscrape hitting the gain and drain effect over and over and over again. Just a little bit of more spice from the Bloomburrow aspect right there. So it's the Bad Girls Club. Hope you like this one. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.